Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a new video, and today I want to talk about the random controller vibrations which have been happening throughout Fortnite. Now, there's been a bunch of different articles online talking about exactly what this is. Is it an error or is it related to the meteorite? So this is something I want to talk about and go over a little bit, because there's actually a Reddit article out there where it says someone has actually gone through the coding and stuff, and it links to SOS D5 418, which D5 is the coordinates of Tilted Tower, so technically this could link to the meteor theory. Now, that is something so bizarre that I just don't think that would be possible. I do not think Fortnite would put in a vibration to link to a meteor strike on Tilted Towers. The meteor strike on Tilted Towers, I've actually got a video coming out later on today talking a little bit about that, talking a little bit about what else could that be, and that video will be out in about 2 hours from now, so expect that video. It's going to be an awesome video. But what else have I got? So on Fortnite Insider, they've actually said that they're going to be fixing in the version 3.5 random controller vibrations. So basically, controllers are vibrating at times when they shouldn't. So I believe this isn't a bug. However, the reason I say that is because why was it not patched in the last update? Did they just completely leave it? Or did we not get a major update? Did they not fix it in the small bug fix? I don't know exactly what's going on. Is this actually put in for Tilted Towers or is it not? It's a big question we could all ask, and to be honest, I love to ask that question. It's like the sort of question I really want to know the exact answer for. Is this actually going to hit on Tilted Towers or is it not? Well, we'll find out more about that in the video that's coming out later today. But for now, let's talk a little bit about these random controller vibrations. So how did this actually come by, this theory and stuff? So basically what was going on within this Reddit article, I will link it down below, is someone decided, they were kind of a little bit confused what was going on, because the vibrations are last for 1.5 seconds sometimes, and they're kind of irritating. And I know when you're playing on Fortnite, when you're diving down and stuff, your controller's just going bzz, 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 and I just have no idea why it's doing that. So they go into it and they look into it, and it's actually called the I think it's called the source code or something. It's not called the source code, but it's something within the coding where they go into it. Source code is a good film, by the way. Little shout out there. But they're actually going through the coding and stuff, and they look through it and they find out that obviously it goes to SOSD 5418. So I don't exactly know what it means, and they also talk about is the date the 1st of April. Well, 418 obviously that's not true, because we're past the 1st of April now. And personally, this meteorite theory, I don't know if it's going to exist or not. I would love to think it is, but you guys have got to check out that other video that's out later. I must have plugged that a few times now. Make sure you do go and do that. So let's just talk a little bit more about little bugs and stuff that are actually going to be fixed throughout this update. So we've got this update dropping very, very soon, and there's a bunch of different bugs that are actually in the update at the moment. We've got unable to build bugs, floating weapons, unable to shoot. That is the most annoying one. Small objects rendering a little bit too late. You definitely got that with hay bales and stuff like that, and wooden crates. Rabbit Raider outfit visual problem, we've got that as well, and there also is a few frame rate problems with some of the rabbit skins as well. My friend Commander Mace has been having absolute terrible frame rates. Frame rate's been going down to about 10 frames per second FPS, which is absolutely mad. I've never seen anything like that in a while since Minecraft, so that's pretty crazy to see a skin being able to do that. So that's awesome to see things like that getting fixed, hopefully. Unable to build problem, we've seen that a few times. It's happened to me a few times, temporarily being able to build. General glitches during gameplay on console, the amount of longer hitches on console, we had steady increased over glitches, sorry, I was meant to say glitches, over on the console last few builds. As far as we know, the root cause blocking loads and stuff like that, loads and just loads of stuff loading and just load speeds, and it's all about the root cause is the blocking the loading. So it's just basically improving the speed and stuff like that needs really working on. Obviously, console itself has got a few problems. Glitches I've known myself is when you're in the lobby, and for example you're sat in your lobby now with your friends, and your friend goes to invite someone to the party, and it unreadies everyone up and cancels the search, and then sometimes the search may glitch out and actually get 3 people into the game. That's kind of frustrating. We don't really like that in the game, but it does happen every now and then. It's probably happened to many of you as well. I've also known a few glitches with random items on the map that haven't rendered in at all, so it's just a random box and stuff. So I'm going to be making a video talking about them, because they could be related to the meteorite theory as well, but I'm pretty sure it's just a render issue, but I don't know yet, because there are some random boxes I have seen around in the likes of Fatal Fields and the containers and places like that. Some weird things that shouldn't really be there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And also I've noticed a few glitches with actually playing in game. I noticed the first shot sometimes just completely misses off when I'm playing. I don't know if it's just my aim or if it's the actual game. There's been a few bugs recently in Fortnite. Nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with having a few bugs, because obviously every game has a few bugs, but it does bother me a little bit to see the few bugs popping in and out of Fortnite Battle Royale there and then. But back to the idea of this meteorite actually be coming into Fortnite with these controller vibrations. In general, if I was Epic Games, controller vibrations would not be an indication I'd use for this. Controller vibrations drain people's batteries and can be very frustrating. I've noticed my batteries are draining at least 4 times the speed now from when they were used to, and I'd use rechargeable batteries because obviously every time I recharge them they get worse and worse. Only slightly, but obviously I've recharged them quite a bit. I can definitely see the effect of this controller vibration every now and then randomly vibrating, definitely draining my batteries a lot quicker. Usually I'd go through about a set of batteries every 2 to 3 days. Now I'm going through one every single day playing Fortnite Battle Royale, and that's obviously because of this update being added in. It's not on purpose. I don't think they do it on purpose, because it's just not worth it. You're just going draining through batteries, and it's very frustrating because you think you're being shot at or you think you're shooting and you're not. So little things like that do annoy me. It's just random vibrates. Like for example in the gameplay now, as I'm jumping around, sometimes I just feel random vibrates on my controller and I'm like, why is it actually doing that? What is the point of actually having that? But relating it to the Tilted Towers, Meteor Strike and stuff like that, I think that meteorite theory kind of thing has been overlooked. I definitely don't think it's going to be a meteorite, and I talk about that later on today in the video I've got dropping. I definitely think it's going to be something different. I just think the idea of destroying Tilted Towers would be a bit daft. They've spent a lot of time working on Tilted Towers and stuff, and it would be awesome for it to be destroyed, and I'd love it to be destroyed. I don't mind if it's not destroyed, or if it is destroyed, it doesn't really bother me. But I think it would be a bit daft to kind of destroy a location without a story behind it. So there definitely needs to be some sort of story. It's not just going to happen randomly. It's not just going to go boom, buy Tilted Towers without no explanation at all. It needs to be a little story and stuff, and they'll introduce that. And obviously if there's like a glitch with Tilted Towers or something, or maybe the render distance or the processing power on console and mobile edition isn't handling it enough, then fair enough, they could delete it that way, and that could be the story behind it within the technical scene. But obviously they need an actual in-game story if they want to just in general delete it for no reason at all. So we don't know the exact reason why they're going to destroy Tilted Towers if it is going to happen, but this controller vibrate could potentially be the reason that's going to happen. Personally, I do think the controller vibrates are very frustrating, and I personally think they have no relevance at all to the Tilted Towers theory. For example, in this gameplay right now, I'll be running down the here, and to be honest, there's a few like rocket gameplays I've been playing, and recently I'm playing these sort of games. I'm running through, and next minute I just go bzz, bzz, and my hands are just, you can just feel the vibration. I don't know why it does it, but it's crazy. See what you guys think anyway. Leave a comment down below what you guys think of these vibrations. It's very confusing. I don't know exactly why they've been added in. I don't even know how the bug has ended up. If it does relate to the Meteor Strike, then fair enough, Epic Games, you're draining our batteries, and that isn't really the main cause of this video. I'm not trying to make a rant video saying Epic Games are robbing my batteries, because to be honest I use rechargeable batteries and I replace them every like 3 months anyway, so it's fine. But you know, these sort of things, like, there's nothing to worry about within the battery stuff. It's just me messing around, but it is kind of frustrating. It is annoying as well, and within like the gameplay, I just don't think a company themselves would add this in. If they were going to add more of like a meteorite vibration, I could see like at the start maybe being more like, you could imagine like the vibrations at the start being a lot heavier, so when you're diving in you can feel like the meteor's shaking or something. That would work, and then it'd just stop for the rest of the game. It wouldn't keep going for like when you're having 1v1s and stuff, like even like this stage now when there's only 13 people left in the game. You just wouldn't imagine that happening at all. So definitely something that I think Epic Games didn't intend on doing at all. I personally think the meteorite theory, again, I just don't know. It's one of them. I always think about it, and it's a cool theory, and I want to believe it, and it's strongly convincing. A lot of people think it's convincing. I remember the day I found out, I told a bunch of people in real life because I wasn't actually home, and I was just talking to different people and stuff, and they were like, you know, that is quite strongly convincing, that is kind of a really strong theory. I definitely think potentially it could be a really big theory and a big concept really in general, but I just don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you are new around here, stick around for some awesome Fortnite content, because I bring out Fortnite content every single day for you guys. It's absolutely awesome to bring Fortnite content out. I've been loving it. We've actually hit 110,000 subscribers now, so I'd like to thank everybody involved in that. It's been absolutely crazy to get there. It's awesome to see you guys coming back to the video every single time. I'd like to apologize not ready for replying to comments in the comment section. It's something I love to do, and even with 110,000 subscribers, I'm still going to try my best to do it. After May, I would have finished all my coursework, and I'll have a lot more time on my hands. Then I'll be able to sit down each day for like an hour or so and reply to as many comments as possible. I think it's something I've always wanted to do, and I love replying to comments. And when I got bigger, when I was smaller, I used to say to myself, when you get big pack, you have to keep trying to reply to as many as possible, and it's something I really want to do. So I'm going to look into being able to do that. I'm also going to look at some new schemes as well within like different ideas and stuff to do within the channel. There's like just different like things like streaming and things like that. I think something like that would be pretty cool. I'm a good Fortnite player. I'm not the best Fortnite player, but I'm good enough to be able to stream for you guys, and I definitely think you'd enjoy it, especially if we did like subscriber streams and stuff like that. I think that would definitely go down as well. I've always been kind of the person to interact with subscribers a lot. I'm looking at different ideas as well, like Discord and places like that. I think as much interaction as I can have is what I really want in my channel, because I've always based it around that. I had a series on Minecraft called Subscriber Kingdom, and it was based at subscribers, so subscribers could join and help me in my world, and anyone could join at all. So, and it worked really well. It went for like 150 episodes. We had so many subscribers visit it. I used to get the subscribers to write down their names when they visit. We used to have like probably about 150 names odd on the wall, which is a lot at the time, and obviously the lag was created from it because Minecraft didn't run that well on console, and I had to delete them. So yeah, but yeah, unfortunately, but you get the idea. I just love interacting with subscribers, and it'd be the same with a stream. I'd love to be able to do something like that if possible. But yeah, we'll hopefully talk about that after, like in the future and future videos and stuff. At the moment, I'm extremely busy in real life. It's very difficult to keep up with everything in one stage. But I want to keep the uploads going every single day, so that's why I've not had time really to focus on other things like the 100k special and stuff like that. But don't worry, guys, it will be coming eventually. So don't worry at all. We've got some cool things coming out. We've got some merch and stuff. That's going to be one of the key elements of it. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And once again, if you're new around here, stick around for some more Fortnite content. And this is postboxpat signing out.